Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall.
Alright, today we're going to be doing writing equations of lines. We've done a lot of this. We did it in Algebra 1, a whole chapter in Algebra 1. We did it again in Geometry, and now we're doing it again in Algebra 2. To not bore you so much, I'm going to show you a new way to do some of it. So let's take a look. So remember, we like slope-intercept form. The reason we like slope-intercept form, anybody know why? Anyone? Bueller? We like it because this is the best way to graph. Alright? So when I say write an equation of a line, I mean inherently put it in slope-intercept form. So I know how some of you are. You're big jokesters and you're going to put it into some other form that's equivalent. That's fine, you can do that, but if it's not in slope-intercept form, even if it doesn't say it explicitly, it means put it in a slope-intercept form. Alright? So when we do this in slope-intercept form, we're always looking for two things. A slope and an intercept. So let's start easy. Alright? Two easy ones to start with. What's the equation of a line with slope 4? That's our m, and y-intercept -2. So y equals 4x minus 2. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I can't make it any easier than that. Alright, what's the equation of the line graph? Let's see, what's our slope? Up 3 over 4, so that's 3 over 4x. What's our intercept? -2, so minus 2. Alright, those two are just easy. Alright, no problems whatsoever. Let's get them where they're a little bit trickier. What happens if we're not given a y-intercept? Instead, we're just given a point and a slope. And then we have a new form. And it's called point-slope form. Alright? So the general formula is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And again, x1 and y1 is a given point. So I'll give you a slope and I'll give you a point, and we're able to plug that into our equation. Alright? Let's try one. So what's the equation of a line that goes through 2, -5 with a slope of -2? So y minus y1, our y coordinate here is -5, equals m, our slope here is -2, times x minus x1. The x coordinate of the point is 2. Alright, now, is that in slope-intercept form? Definitely not. I need to do some distribution. I need to get this to the other side. Now, one of the big things here is these are always minus. So I'm doing the opposite. So when this is a -5, I really don't need to put y minus -5. I'm just going to put y plus 5. Alright? And hopefully that's something you can recognize by now that you're a big, bad Algebra 2. So distribute. -2 times x is -2x. -2 times -2 is +4. Alright, and again, to get the y by itself, I have to subtract 5 from both sides. Y equals -2x minus 1. Alright, and that is our equation of a line in slope-intercept form of the line that goes through 2, -5 with a slope of -2. Alright, what if we're given parallel or perpendicular lines? Alright, well, let's see here. Couple reminders. We know that parallel slopes are the same. In other words, m1 equals m2. So if I gave you a line and you knew the slope, it would be that line. And then for perpendicular, what's true? If you have m1, it has to equal, or it's going to be the inverse, right? The negative reciprocal. We're going to put it over 1. So let's take a look at that. So what's the equation of a line? So we have an x and a y. And perpendicular line. So we have a slope. The slope here is -4. Alright? If it's perpendicular, I have to have a negative reciprocal. So I'm going to flip 4 is 1 over 4. Was negative is now positive, so my slope is 1/4 and my point is -2, 3. I'm going to use that new form y minus my y coordinate, 3, equals my slope, 1/4, times x minus my x coordinate, the opposite, -2, so I'm going to add 2 here. Alright, I need to distribute this, so that's 1/4 x. 1/4 times 2 is 1/2. Alright, so now I have y minus 3. I need to add 3 to both sides. So I have y equals 1/4 x. 1/2 plus 3 is 3.5, right? Well, let's, if you don't like it like that, maybe you want to put it as an improper fraction, and that's 7/2. All right, and if this problem was, we could do the exact same problem. It was perpendicular. The only thing I would change is instead of 1/4, I would use the exact slope given because it's parallel, and lines that are parallel, same slope, right? All right, we've done that again for 3 straight years. All right, you kind of get the hint here, right here at the beginning of Algebra 2. We're reviewing a lot of stuff you should already know, kind of ratcheting up a little bit, but stuff you should know how to do. All right, what if we're given only 2 points? All right, well, to do point slope, we need 1 point. Well, here's a point, and we need a slope. Good thing I have 2 points. I can find my slope. If you don't remember the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I really hope you remember that. So let's find the slope here. 10 minus -2 over 2 minus 5. 10 minus -2, that's like 10 plus 2, that's 12 over -3. So our slope is going to be -4. All right, plug it into point slope formula. It doesn't matter which point we use, does it? Not really. So y minus -2, well, that's like y plus 2, equals our slope times x minus our x coordinate, 5. All right, let's distribute. -4x plus 20 equals y plus 2. Subtract 2 from both sides, and we get y equals -4x plus 18. All right? There we have it. All right, let's take a look here. Now, the boys go to the comic book store for Halloween. They have $24 to spend on comics, which cost $1.50 each, and candy bars, which cost 75 cents each. Write an equation for the situation. All right, now, word problems, a lot of times, you can come up with either a slope-intercept form or standard form. Remember, standard form is ax plus by equals c. And standard form's handy when you have 2 things and you're adding them together to come up with a total, much like this. So this would be $1.50 for our candy bars plus 75 cents for our, for our candy bars, $1.50 for our comic books, whoa, and it would equal, we have $24 total to spend. All right, that's our equation that we're going to use. And I know, I just said if I don't tell you, then write it in slope-intercept form. But you need to understand the practice problems all are going to be slope-intercept form. Sometimes these application problems are just going to be nicer in standard form. That's one of the things that you need to kind of try to figure out which situation works best. All right, if they bought 12 candy bars and the candy bars were Y, how many comics could they buy? Well, let's see, 150, we don't know how many comic books, plus 0.075 times, we know we have 12 of those and equals 24. Awful 24. 75 times 0.75 times 12, I believe that's 9. Subtract 9 to the other side, so we have $1.50x equals 15. Divide both sides by 150, and you should get 10 comic books. All right? There you have it. All right, so I'm going to pause the video. You take a look at these 2 problems and try them out. Don't sell yourself short. It really does matter that you try them out here. All right? So go ahead, try those problems out right now. All right, let's take a look. What's the equation of the line that is parallel? Parallel means that the slope is the same, so negative 4 is our slope. Here's our x1, here's our y1. So let's plug it in. Y minus 5 equals our slope, negative 4 times x minus our x-coordinate, negative 3. So I'm going to just change it right now to plus 3. Y minus 5 equals negative 4x minus 12. Add 5 to both sides. Negative 4x, negative 12 plus 5 is negative 7. All right, down here, what's the equation line that goes through the points 4, negative 1, 6, negative 7? Looks like we need to get a slope first here. So negative 7 minus negative 1, 6 minus 4. So this is really negative 6 over 2, which is negative 3. It doesn't matter which point. I look at the points that are smaller. So y plus 1 equals negative 3 times x minus 4. Remember, I'm writing plus 1, but this is y minus negative 1. Minus and negative is the same thing as plus a positive. All right? So y plus 1 equals negative 3x plus 12. Subtract 1. Y equals negative 3x plus 11. All right, there you have it. So everyone has those days where you just aren't saying the right thing, or you just sound like you're not very intelligent. And I think when you're around these boys, you'd always feel not very intelligent. So enjoy a clip from The Big Bang Theory. Have a good luck on the math check, and I'll see you on the flip side.
Water demon.
Ice dragon.
Lesser warlord of Ka'a.
But not so fast. Infinite Sheldon.
Infinite Sheldon?
Yes, Infinite Sheldon defeats all other cards and does not violate the rule against homemade cards because I made it at work.
Do you understand why people don't want to play with you?
No. Although it's a question I've been pondering since preschool.
Hey.
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 Hey, your copy of Science Magazine was in my mailbox.
Oh, thanks.
Check it out. All about planets this month.
That's an atom.
Agree to disagree. That's what I love about science. There's no one right answer.
So, you and Zach again, huh?
Yeah, me and Zach again.
Were we here earlier?
Okay, we should go.
Not yet. I want to talk science with the science dudes.
Oh, and the science dudes want to talk science with you. What do you want to talk about? Rocks? Dinosaurs? Our friend the beaver?
You know, I saw this great thing on the Discovery Channel. Turns out that if you kill a starfish, it'll just come back to life.
Was the starfish wearing boxer shorts? Because you might have been watching Nickelodeon.
No, I'm almost sure that it was the Discovery Channel. It was a great show. They also said dolphins might be smarter than people.
They might be smarter than some people.
Well, maybe we can do an experiment to find out.
That's easy enough. We'd need a large tank of water, a hoop to jump through, and a bucket of whatever bite-sized treats you find tasty.
I don't get it.
A dolphin might.
Oh, I see. You guys are inferring that I'm stupid.
That's not correct. We were implying it. You then inferred it.